Fears are a possibility in this world. Fears show the possibilities in this world. So, for example, we fear not having food and we fear not having a shelter over our heads. And through that fear, we understand that this is a possibility this is a possible part of life. And people use those words. We have used those words as it's just a part of life. But why do we accept it as a part of life? Why do we not understand that we accept it as a part of life? That we're accepting it as a part of life, we're creating it as a part of life. If we didn't accept it, we would change it. But yes, fears show the possibilities in this world. So it's to understand your fears is to understand what's possible in this world. If you fear not having food, we understand that it's possible to not have food. We accept it as a possibility to not have food. This is a problem. when it is a possibility to have food, it's possible to starve then. We accept this as a part of life. But it doesn't have to be. We don't need to accept it. The only reason we're accepting it is because we're fucking stupid. Simple. Yeah, and the whole point of, oh, there's not enough resources. Again, that's a limitation. We're limiting ourselves through a belief of there being a set amount of resources. Things grow. We can grow them. We can create things that have the ability and capacity to store food. We can create a different world, except we just accept this world the way it is, which is a large limitation of ourselves as life. We are largely limiting life as ourselves in this world. So through understanding a fear, understanding that you fear not having food, you accept it as a possibility to not have food. Yeah. And so the question is, how do we accept this fear within us? We accept it through a limitation. Fear limits us. And we accept this fear through a limitation of ourselves, meaning that we have limited our resources. We have not allowed ourselves to create an abundance of resource. We have not allowed ourselves to create enough resources from and as this planet to support ourselves as this planet. So, investigate an equal money system. That's where the solution stands as, because we're no longer subject to the limitations of money. Because if one looks at this current world, we are limited by money, and we are limited our access of money through jobs. And we must work and have a class status to obtain a set amount of money dependent on our class status. Our class status is actually dependent on money. And if one does not have a job, one does not have money, and therefore it is possible to starve. That is a limited existence. We are limiting ourselves through, yeah, this set belief of, oh, it's just the way things are. There'll be a link to the Equal Money website on the description box. Investigate it, support it, change the world.